And what happens is that there's this spring-loaded effect that happens with your feet that I was showing some of the pairs here. Okay. You gotta keep in mind here, what I wanna do is I wanna be able to lift my hip and I wanna like pull my hips in, okay? As I hook his leg here, this is about as far as my head goes without my feet opening. If you notice, there's tension on my feet, okay? I'm extending my left leg and I'm not letting go with my right foot. So then when I let go, it goes, there's this spring-loaded effect, okay? And the whole time I'm pulling him in. So that as I clamp him right here, all I'm doing is I'm lifting the hips to create a fulcrum and I'm pulling his arm in. But this right here is very important. My right foot is hooking, okay, under my left. So that when I lift my hip and I hook here, okay, this foot, it's like kicking, but my right leg's not letting go. So when I let go of my right foot, see how it spring loads? And as I let it go, it enables me to make that turn. Because unless I create momentum, I'm not going to move my hip. Because look, if I'm here, even here, if I go here, what's going to make me move? Okay, my arm, maybe, but, you know. So it's this hip up, pull, and I'm hooking the right leg, his left leg, and as I'm creating tension, my hip drop. And I lift. And bring him down. I can. Pull and finish. Does that make sense? So that release like a rubber band helps you get the hips around, and you're pulling that leg of his up. Because that leg pulling up is going to pull your head towards his left knee, and it's going to get your hips around because you're bent, and when you spring load it, you're able to swing it around. So it takes a little practice, okay? So one more time. Good. And when I lift my hips, it's almost like I'm pinching my heels so I can get closer. If I do this, I'm too far. If I'm here, yeah. So you have that. So
you can even do that if they put that left leg up, like they're going to step up.
oh my God, yeah, it's even better. So look, right here. Yeah, so he lifts that leg, look. It's even worse this way. Okay? And oftentimes that happens. That's why I tell you guys, when you lift up that leg, don't do this. The whole purpose is to create a wider base for them to be able to put pressure on the feet. Because if you leave it here, it's aligned with your knee, it doesn't serve you any purpose except if you're trying to stand up. But that you do in a two-step manner. We'll try it, because what happens with this type of momentum, this arm becomes very vulnerable. So even if you miss this arm, you still have an omoplata here that you're able to control. So look, here I lift the elbow and I pull it into my chest. But in all reality, it's not I'm pulling, I'm just driving it across, but the elbow's gotta be up to create downward pressure. If your elbow's here, you don't have enough leverage. It's gotta be like literally this way. Okay, for no gi, you can grab the wrist. Here, roll it, hip, and then I move this way, look. Okay, if you were to pull that right arm out, you're able to get an omoplata. Does that make sense? Yes. So you have to also keep in mind that maybe the whole time you wanted an omoplata, because maybe it's a strong guy and you know that he's going to pull that arm out. And maybe you want to set up an omoplata this way. Okay? So you're here. Does that make sense? Yes. So you have these options, so you always have a backup, because typically in jiu-jitsu, it's going to be your secondary attack that's really going to more so work, and the first one is going to be more of a decoy. You know what I mean? So do this now to help each other. That's a good one, Bernie. I'm going to post that foot up, so it'll be easy. So From here, I lift the hip up, look. Okay, and as my hips drop, look, I'm pulling myself this way. Right hook. My right arm should aim for his wrist. Okay, let's have full try. So you push it, because this works very well off of this right here. Yeah, yeah, push it into your chest. Yes, 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 right here. Yes. Yes. So you whip that around. So once you get that practice, your bottom leg, your right leg should be hooking under your left leg. So that when you push out forward with your left leg, your right leg just goes and swings around. So your hips drop. It'll automatically happen. In to your chest. Yes, yes. Okay. And it's tough to get that out. You know, because you don't feel in danger. Do one more time. Okay, see it? And just from there, you also have this. Omoplata. But focus on the arm. So everybody's gonna post up their left foot. Ready? 1, 2, 3. This is a very effective way